Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Michelle Mills. I am a certified health coach and I help people heal inflammatory related disorders and diseases, especially eczema. So today I've put together this video where I'm telling you guys the best anti-inflammatory foods. So if you're familiar with my channel at all, you know what the first one is going to be, and that is cabbage. So cabbage is one of my favorite things. I preach cabbage on all of my clients, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So cabbage is really awesome, especially red cabbage. Red cabbage contains so many antioxidants. So we're going to break down what antioxidant actually is. Antioxidant, oxygen, and so antioxidants fight against free radicals. And free radicals are basically oxygen containing molecules with an uneven number of electrons. And because there's an uneven amount of electrons, they're very reactive with other molecules. So when you have antioxidant rich foods, you are fighting these free radicals. Well, these free radicals are the things that are going to lead to cancer and heart issues and so many other disorders and diseases in your body. Well, red cabbage specifically helps with oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, same thing here. So oxidative stress is referring to when the amount of free radicals to antioxidants is off balance, and that is, leading to things like cancer. So red cabbage is high in antioxidants, which means that it's great for reducing inflammation. So not only that, but I do have something interesting for all of my eczema viewers. There was a study done to test contact dermatitis with an extract from cabbage. And they actually used this extract topically. I believe it was mixed with something like olive oil and applied to the skin. And it actually did, in fact, help these mice with contact dermatitis. So I don't know then, because with research, not every single idea or thing is tested. And so it might be a stretch to say that then that same extract could be used for atopic dermatitis, which is eczema. But that's actually very exciting. I don't even know if the internet sells cabbage extract, but that's definitely something interesting that we can keep thinking about in the future. I feel like the more research that can be done towards especially autoimmune disorders and diseases is really, really impactful. And so that's number one. Now we're going to move on to the second thing, which is dietary omega-3. So if you've been following me for a long time, I have been preaching omega-3 for a very, very long time. I read a book a long time ago. It's actually linked on my website. Some of my favorite books are linked on my website, so coachmichellmills.com/books, and it's called The Queen of Fats. It's this really awesome book. It's very scientific. It talks about the history of omega-3s, how Western society is turning, and they're basically consuming all omega-6s, which is super inflammatory when it doesn't also come with omega-3. Very complicated, and I encourage you guys to fact check me, look all of these things up yourselves, but I do want to give you a place to start, which is why I'm here. So dietary omega-3s are very anti-inflammatory. It's funny because I teach all my friends and family this. When you have headaches, not all headaches, but certain types of headaches you can actually get rid of because it's your body telling you that your brain is inflamed. And so because of that, you want to reduce the inflammation. Well, something that you can do is take your water bottle. I now have a silicone straw. Silicone's actually not plastic. Silicone can be made from glass, which is very cool. And by glass, I meant to say sand. Sand also makes glass. Sand can make silicone, which is really cool. What you can do is fill up your glass with water, and then you can add a tablespoon of chia seeds. You can make sure that you're adding flax oil or flax seeds into your meals. Or what you can do is start eating fish, if you're not allergic, of course. So I actually looked up the best sources of omega-3 within fish. And so the top 3 fish is herring, Atlantic salmon, and mackerel. So these are all relatively small fish. Mackerel's really small, herring's really small. Salmon can kind of it has a pretty large range, but make sure that all of these fish that you're consuming is wild caught and not farm raised, because farm raised does change what the nutrients are that's inside of the fish. So, dietary omega-3 helps with autoimmune disorders, cancer, and heart disease, among so many other problems. So make sure that you're consuming your dietary omega-3s either from flax seeds, flax oil, or fish. I wanted to just kind of have an interjection and talk about herbs, and I'm doing this because I want you guys to learn more and more and have a very expansive range of knowledge. And so we're gonna skip away from foods for a second and talk about herbal supplements, and these are 2 Chinese herbs. So if you are familiar with like Chinese medicine, a lot of it has to do with herbs. I've never studied it, but from my research I did find out some really cool things. So the first one we're going to talk about is Chinese skullcap. Chinese skullcap is actually not great for eczema because people with eczema are very sensitive to certain foods, and since this is considered in the mint family, mint is very high in salicylates, which will make your eczema a lot more itchy. With that being said, if you don't have eczema and you have other issues that you're trying to take care of, this might be really interesting. So Chinese skullcap helps with respiratory issues, it helps with kidney infections, pelvic inflammation. It has such a very cool, large range of things that it can help with. I would love to speak to someone further who actually studies Chinese medicine so that I can find the best ones for eczema or the best ones for whatever issues you guys are dealing with and teach you guys more, or even take a couple classes on Chinese medicine. If you think that's a good idea, give this video a big thumbs up. This next one is very, very interesting. The English name for this is Chinese gold thread. There is a Chinese name for this as well, but if you start by Googling Chinese gold thread, you then have access to a whole bunch of different information. And it's funny because when I was teaching myself a lot of this stuff and doing research, you need keywords to do more research. And so I'm not here to tell you guys what to do or what to take, but I'm giving you those pieces you need to do your own research or talk to your doctor or whoever, your naturopathic doctor. So Chinese gold thread is very cool because it's very related to skin diseases, and in the research it says blatantly that it helps with eczema. Now I don't know how they're using it. I think they're using it topically, but it's still really cool to find out something like this. The research says that it helps the body detox, it helps people with burns, and it is related to decreasing an overactive immune system. So if you have an autoimmune disorder, you want to decrease the amount of your overactive immune system. However, for people who need anti-inflammatory foods for so many other issues that are not autoimmune related, then honestly, eat lots and lots of rich colored fruits and vegetables. When you have autoimmune disorders and diseases, things get a little bit pickier. But if you're just dealing with generalized inflammation, anti-inflammatory foods like curcumin, which is a compound found in like turmeric and all of those things, can help such a large range of issues. They're just not always applicable to autoimmune disorders and diseases. So the last thing we're going to talk about, going back to foods, is chlorella. Chlorella is a microalgae, and I'm actually really excited lately about chlorella because I found its detoxing properties for the liver. And people with eczema actually have lots and lots of issues with their liver being overworked. And so chlorella is an awesome thing to add, and I'm pretty sure it's safe for all steps, like all stages of eczema. But chlorella, I found in this new research, really helps as an anti-inflammatory and can be even used in replacement to steroids and anti-inflammatory drugs, which is really powerful and really awesome. And it contains so many minerals like copper, selenium, zinc, and iron. So chlorella for the win. I actually ordered chlorella tablets from a brand called Sun Food Superfoods. So I'm gonna start taking tablets every single day of chlorella. That should come later this week. So as I start taking them, I will keep you guys updated. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Anti-inflammatory foods are so powerful. It really helps reduce your risk of cancer, different types of cancer. Of course, not all cancer can be treated with, like, the body and food are so complicated. Like, you can't generalize and say that, oh, if you eat lots of spinach, you're definitely going to reduce the risk of all different types of cancer. So for example, flax actually contains phytoestrogen in it. Soy contains phytoestrogen in it. And so even though some of these foods are high with being anti-inflammatory, they don't necessarily aid in all different types of cancer. For example, if I actually don't have this information, but for example, like breast cancer, if it's related to estrogen, phytoestrogens may or may not help. So just wanted to clarify that. Please do your research, and like, you need to be diagnosed by a doctor to figure out what you're then treating. And then you can go to people who study food and study herbs and help them help you and do your own research. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like making videos like this because I love doing the research and I love giving you guys tools so that you can then do your own research. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching that video. I'm now gonna go over all the different things that I offer and how I can help you further. So if you're looking for a support group, I do have a Facebook support group called Healthy Skin, Happy Living. It's an awesome community full of people all over the world. It's very diverse, and people go in and just ask each other, you know, I have this problem, is it normal, and am I okay? And so people will be like, yeah, I went through the same thing. So if you're looking for a little bit more specialized help, I do have a self-help guide. So if you're somebody that's like, I can do this myself, I know what I'm doing, all I need is a guide, then I do offer that on my website. Just go to coachmichellemills.com/self-help, or just go to coachmichellemills.com and explore the different options. If you need even more help than that, I do have coaching programs. It's for eczema specifically, inflammation-related disorders and diseases as well, and I help coach you through that. It is a very specialized coaching. There is a video on my website that goes in depth. So I just wanted to tell you guys, you know, I have a lot of stuff going on and I can help you in such a large range of ways. And if you shoot me a message on Instagram, my handle currently is Michelle Mills _. It will be changing to Coach Michelle Mills very soon. Send me a direct message and I will add you to a support group messenger on Instagram. And everyone is amazing, still very diverse, very supportive, and I'll see you guys there. See you in my next video. Bye!
Crashing waves, I wanna see them at first.